Hey y'all, Michelle Raza here with the Finding Yourself Book Club. Today we're going to be discussing John Gottman's What Makes Love Last. We've been going through the 10 ways to betray your lover that are not having an actual affair, 10 other ways to betray your lover. So if you've been following along on our videos, hopefully you've checked out all of them. But previous to this chapter, we were talking about John Gottman's the descent into a real affair, like how do you even get there? And then we started covering the 10 other ways to betray your lover. Sorry, I always put in a plug for my website and then I forgot, so I will. Please do check out our site. We're at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. Penny and I are life coaches. We're happy to help you. We're not a replacement for a therapist, although a lot of the stuff that we read, like Gottman is a therapist and I'm a total fan. But definitely happy to work with you to achieve your goals, hold you accountable to your goals. The life balance questionnaire is on our site if you want to download it and take it. And then you can go to the contact us section and reach out either through email or phone. Text works too. And your first consult is always free. So you really have nothing to lose. Again, www.findingyourselfsatx.com. And so the 10 other ways to betray your lover, talking about first here is conditional commitment, an emotional affair, lying, just general deceit or betrayal, forming a coalition against the partner, absenteeism or coldness, withdrawal of sexual or romantic interest, and then today we're going to talk about plain old disrespect. Bobby's wife was never coy about her contempt. "Why can't you do anything right?" she yelled when he dented the car. She called him a crazy idiot when he wanted to change jobs. And yet she was shocked when he walked out the door. Jody's husband was more subtle. Whenever they disagreed, he'd stare at her in disbelief and say, "Any reasonable and intelligent person would see that your way makes no sense. In other words, you're a crazy idiot." Todd rolled his eyes when Mindy suggested they cancel the dinner plans with his friends in favor of hers when they double booked. Whatever your partner's communication style, if he or she implies that you are inferior, you are being treated with disrespect. A loving relationship is not about one person having the upper hand. It's about holding hands. A contemptuous and superior attitude is emotional abuse, whether expressed through frequent name-calling or subtle slights. One of my favorite examples is people who always respond to their partner's complaint by correcting their grammar or word usage. During one such argument, Paul's wife said, "Why do you always correct me? Just stop it. You know how adverse I am to it." He responded with, "I think you meant averse." Funny, perhaps, but a relationship full of such retorts is not. So you would think that disrespect would be, obvious, just like lying would be obvious. But contempt, so Gottman talks about the 4 horsemen that ruin a relationship. And contempt is one of them. So you have criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and then stonewalling. And depending on how your childhood was or how your parents were towards you, right? If they use sarcasm, if that was their method of humor, or teasing, again, it's about how your family was and how you grew up in comparison to how your partner was. Because one person's joke, right? God, can't you just take a joke? Maybe another person's hurt, may cause hurt, resentment, and per the Ziegler effect, if I said that right, right, it builds up. It builds up those resentments. So just careful with the comments. And if your partner is making those slights towards you, the best way to address them is not by making a comment back, right? That tit for tat, you say this, so then I'll say that. All that does is escalates a conflict. It takes a lot of patience, and it takes for you to really be the bigger person to let them know, maybe in your State of the Union address, right, in your weekly State of the Union meeting, that those little comments really hurt. And I've been guilty of it. I mean, I'm very bad in my relationship. I if you don't know me in person, right, then you don't know. But I was married and then got divorced. And looking back after studying John Gottman and a lot of the mistakes that I made in the relationship, because it's very easy, right, if somebody commits one of the larger acts of betrayal, like somebody goes off with somebody else, they're immediately the bad guy, right? But looking back at the relationship, I found, geez, I was really guilty of contempt. And it's something that I often struggle with still, right? So being able to look at yourself and say, what do I do well? What could I do a little better at? And focusing on those things will really help you on your journey to become a better partner yourself, and then also with your partner, right? To discuss those small slights that bother you that maybe to them are just a joke, and in their family they would all say stuff like that and nobody ever took it so personally, right? But having those conversations about what does respect mean to you, and what does that even mean, right, to you, to your partner? What are the small things that you can do to show respect for each other? And oftentimes we're taught, right, what is it? It's very easy to tell your partner what you don't like, but how can you tell them what it is that you need? Like, for you to show me that you respect me, I need you to do this. I need you to, I don't know, I'll give you a silly example that's probably just, dumb, but I need you to, when we go out on a date, I need you to open the car door for me. I know, like, we're both equal, we both pay the bills and it's old fashioned, but I need that to feel that love and commitment, and it makes me feel special and respected, right? But that's different than if I said, ugh, why can't you ever hold the car door open for me? Look at what they do. Why can't you do that for me? Like, that's not going to make your partner want to do for you what you would like and help your relationship. So have that open and honest conversation about respect and disrespect. It's great. You can point out all the things you don't like about your partner, but it's much harder to tell them, what do you need? What do I need to feel respected and valued from you? And what do you need to feel respected and valued from me? And that'll really make the difference, right, in helping you improve your relationship. So thanks for being here with me today. Look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Please do check out our website. We're at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. Have a good night.